Let's welcome Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire.
A young girl's fantasy inspired by a very real war. A dysfunctional family pulled together by a common goal. A time-bending rumination on today's global village.
And a pair of real-life tragic events. These were the stories that inspired the original screenplays we honor tonight. Guillermo Arriaga for Babel.
Iris Yamashita and Paul Haggis for Letters from Iwo Jima.
Michael Arndt for Little Miss Sunshine.
Guillermo del Toro for Pan's Labyrinth.
Peter Morgan for The Queen. And the Oscar goes to Michael Arndt for Little Miss Sunshine.
In order to write Little Miss Sunshine, Michael Arndt had to quit his job as an assistant to Matthew Broderick.
Thank you very much. You'll have to forgive me, my voice is really shot. A writer is only as good as the people that he works with, so I have to share this with Bill Weinstein and Tom Strickler, who read this script when no one else wanted to read it, with my producers, Albert, Ron, Mark, David, Peter, and Jeb, who made this movie when no one else wanted to make it, with Greg Kinnear, Tony Collette, Steve Carell, Paul Dano, Alan Arkin, and Abigail Breslin, who collectively saved my life, and especially with Jonathan Dayton and Valerie Ferris, the true authors of this movie, who took words on a page and turned them into a work of art. And finally, when I was a kid, my family drove 600 miles in a VW bus with a broken clutch. So it ended up being the funnest things we did together. So to my brothers, Chan, Dave, and Chris, to my mom who's here tonight, and to my dad who's with us in spirit, this is for you. Thank you.
Backstage at the Oscars, where I'm holding pieces of paper in front of a camera, but it's all right because it's a thank you cam. Speaking of pieces of paper, after 18 categories, how's your Oscar ballot you filled out last week looking? Chances are it's got more scratches on it than a lotto card, given all the surprises. But surprising results in categories like costume design and best foreign film are just an example of the strength of these categories. Pan's Labyrinth, by the way, already has 2 Oscars. Lots more still to come, including Dreamgirls, going for its 3rd Oscar of the night in Best Original Song. It's got 3 to choose from, so it might not do so badly. And that Best Original Screenplay award goes up against 3 of its Best Picture competitors for Little Miss Sunshine. Is that a sign of things to come? Stick around and find out. There's so much more still to watch as the 79th Annual Academy Awards continues. Who gets to go home with one of these?